How's everyone doing? Welcome back, guys. Hope y'all are having a great morning. I have a couple of things that have happened the past couple of days already. It seems like it's going good so far. Just trying to stay positive. This whole situation of me finding work, doing my own thing. But you know what? I've come to terms that starting a business isn't just gonna, happen right then and there. I am looking for a position, a job position, obviously with the same occupation of what I'm trying to do with welding and fabrication. So right now I just want to go fill out an application for this welding position, and hopefully they give me a call back pretty soon. I've already filled out a couple of applications this week, so hopefully we'll get something and we'll get a call back from one of them, and start making a little bit more income so I can start supplying myself with all the materials that I need, equipment, and hopefully in the future I can start doing my own thing. But we're taking it step by step. I just got my business cards in yesterday. At least I can start handing them out, letting people know that I am available. Start, possibly getting phone calls on little jobs here and there. That I can start doing, God willing, if I start picking up jobs, little jobs of my own without having to work for a company. Please, that might be the best thing for me. But as of now, I think the responsible thing to do is just to look for a job, have a steady income coming, and then start building my little empire. But we're gonna go ahead and just do that. So as far as today, it's just gonna be a chill day. It's probably gonna end up turning into a gym vlog. So right now I'm just gonna go ahead and drive around a little bit, look for some spots, see if I can give out my business card out, and see if I can network around a little bit before I go back home and get ready to go to the gym. So I'll keep you guys updated. Good morning, guys. I know it's a little dark in here. Happy Friday. Hope everybody had a great week. There's not really much going on other than going to go work out. Let's get it. We're gonna go to the gym and do some legs today. First, I gotta go get some water. Now, normally you're like, well, don't you have like a filtered system at home like any normal person? I do, and I have 5 gallon jugs of water. I don't like using them because my girlfriend and my son like drinking water from those, and I have a gallon water container, and I don't want to take from that, and I get lazy sometimes to go refill these. I mean, it doesn't take that much effort or whatever, but I like going to Circle K. They have good water there, and I get a little bit of ice too, so it'll last me all day, and it's free. I don't know, they don't charge you for water, so not like 7-Eleven. I remember 7-Eleven used to let you do that now, but they charge you $1.75, which is not a lot, but still, if you add it up throughout the week, that's a lot of money. Started going to Circle K for water, and they never charged me. Kudos to them. Another thing that I wanted to talk about, the consistency of making these videos. And to be quite honest with you, it is hard as hell. I don't know how some of these content creators do it. I mean, I guess it's just the consistency and then having to do something throughout the day. Because I feel like when you do vlogging, a recording session, you have to set up a day, and you have to come up with something so that people can be interested in watching, and I feel like that's something that I lack, because I'm a very laid back dude. Like, I don't do much. I was going to work, coming home, taking care of my son. Once my girlfriend came home from work, I would go to the gym. The weekends such as today, I would wake up super early, like around 4:30ish. Would pretty much just wake up, go to the gym, and do my thing in the morning, because I have all this free time before my girl has to get up for work herself and leave, and then I have to stay with our son. During the week, I would have to wake up early in the morning, and then she would go take my son either with my mother-in-law or with my mom, or sometimes with my sister-in-law to babysit, and then after work I would have to go pick him up. But at the moment right now, since I'm unemployed and I really don't have much going on at the moment, I'm pretty much stuck with my son all day, every day, which is a blessing. But it sucks because for a person like me, I would rather work and provide and try to do what I can. But, day at a time. I'm at Circle K. I'm gonna give me some water right quick. One thing I wanted to talk about was I ended up getting my business cards. I got them earlier than I thought. I was supposed to get them sometime on the 25th, 24th, but I got them a couple days ago, and I just didn't record that process. So again, with the consistency stuff, I've been a little inconsistent these last couple of days. Just trying to get some stuff done. Trying to look for some work out here. Really focusing on trying to put in applications right now for any type of welding and fabrication. But just with the grace of God, I hope I find something. It's very hard. Being a welder in a state where welders are not really needed all the time is a very hard thing to find. Why did I choose to become a welder? Well, because I wanted to make some real good income, and welding was one of the things that I thought was, for one, fun, two, very interesting, and three, helpful as hell. I mean, we work with a lot of things nowadays with a lot of metal, anything that that has to do with fabrication or anything like that. So in my mind, I thought welding fabrication was a big deal, and that's why I sought out to get my certifications and get certified in being a welder and stuff like that. And then I was trying to go to Texas, but finding work to be finding work for welders is very difficult to find out here. But I'm still going at it. I'm putting up at least like 10 applications a day just to find something, and not one of them is taking a bite. But I hate it though, because some of these people, some of these companies, they're looking for the 5-year, 10-year experience, and in my mind is how does one person get that experience if you don't give them the experience? Like, I understand you have to work to get the experience, but my thing is how does that person get the work to get the experience if you're not giving it to them, if you're not giving them a shot, or at least giving them an opportunity to see if they're even worth it? So most of these companies, they'll just look at you, or they'll look at your resume and be like, oh, he doesn't have too much experience, he's not gonna be good. Well, how do you know? How do you not know I'm 1 out of a million or 1 out of 10 that can do a really good job, or that can stack a good bead, or that can really do a good job in fabrication? But they're never gonna know, because they're not gonna take the opportunity to that's, I don't know, that's just my thought. It may not make sense for some of y'all, but to me it's like, how do I gain the experience if you're not gonna give the experience? And sometimes you just gotta take a chance on that one person to see if they're worth it, even if they don't have 10 to 5 years of experience of welding or fabrication. Like, it just doesn't make sense to me. But whatever, I guess that's just what it is. If I had a business like that, I'd take a risk on trying to hire anybody, just to give the opportunity for one, and two, to see if it's worth it. And if not, then you could just fire them or let them go, or do what is necessary to progress or something like that. But other than that, I mean, whatever. That's just me. I'm at the gym. Let's get it. Leg day. Legs, lower back, and maybe a little bit of abs. I'm gonna try to record myself. I'm a little shy when it comes to recording in public, just because I don't like how people stare, and so I'll try to record my process, and we'll see how I do for today. So I was trying to do a little talking while I was walking, but I couldn't, just because it was a little loud in there, and I didn't think my headphones was gonna pick up the voice audio. So but here I'm just doing the Stairmaster. I'm cooling down now. Basically I like doing about 1100 to 1200 steps, probably about 15-20 minutes, on levels 8 or 9 intensity, and from there I just try to do my cool downs. And here I just try to do, or I was trying to show the evidence of it. 20 minutes, I burned 186 calories, and then I was trying to show the steps, but instead it just showed me the floors, which was 68. I'm not sure how many steps that is, but I go ahead and jump into my squats. I try to do low weight, high reps. I try pushing for 10 sometimes I forget to count. So but yeah, that's pretty much just my plan. I really have no like booklet or a plan on how much I'm doing or how heavy I'm going. I just pretty much fill it out, see how my body takes the weight, and if I feel like I'm gonna hurt more than what I'm doing, I kind of just back off a little bit. But here I do a little pause, and then I try to get back up there. It looks like I'm not squatting all the way down. Maybe it's just the angle, but I mean, hell, that's as far as I can get right now. My hamstrings are pretty tight, back is pretty tight, so I'm not, at the moment it felt like I was squatting pretty deep, but now looking back at the video, it doesn't do any justice whatsoever. But that's pretty much it. So again, with this one, this is my second set. I believe this is 155 with the bar. I try not to over exceed it. I just try to just be in control, so going down slow, nice little pause, and then try to come back as slow as possible. I really just try to focus on the strength and steadiness of it, just because I do have lower back pain problems. So just for that, I just try to be safe. Under my sweater, you guys probably can't tell, I have my belt, so that really helps a lot for sure. It looks like I'm just doing it beltless, but I do have my belt under my sweater. I do that just because the thickness of the sweater and the belt is too much for me. I feel like it's a lot going on in my stomach, so I try to just do it under it, and it helps me out a little bit. So with these, I really don't know what they're called. I think it's just a variation of a deadlift. Instead of picking them up off the floor, I put it on these support racks, and I basically just try to go past the knees, keep a slight hold, and then explode up. My explosion doesn't look as explosive, but to me that's just as much as I could do at the moment. Again, I'm not going for what would I say, I guess, to impress or whatever. I'm just doing it so I can rebuild my back again. All of this is just to rebuild my lower back and to try to get that strength in again. So here I'm just keeping it close to my legs, like a normal deadlift would be. I try to keep it close to the legs, close to the knees when I get down, and same concept coming back up, just close to the knees, and then keeping a tight squeeze on the glutes. I make sure I do a slight bend on the knees, and then I basically go as far as I can until my hamstrings feel like they're getting a good stretch, and then I bring it back up. I normally try to do about 3 sets, which I did, but for some reason I couldn't record it just because my camera wasn't
working right, but I went ahead and just started with my next workout, which is these tire flips. Half this tire is about 180 pounds. I mean, I'm sure it's not. That's what the tag says on them. These I just like because they help a lot with the cardio portion of it, and on top of that, it helps me practice a little bit picking things up. So I kind of imagine myself, picking things up, heavy things, like in a work area. If I was like in the work field, I would have to pick some heavy things up from that position. So these tire flips kind of help me with that motion, build some strength up. I try not to go as fast. Some people go ahead and jump over the tire quick and try to be quick, but my focus is just strength, technique, positioning, and making sure that I just lift it right. Again, I'm not doing it for high performance or anything like that. I'm just doing it for maintenance and to keep my endurance up, making sure that my lower back is always feeling good. Again, I still have my belt on under my sweater, and then as you can see, I lift, push with one leg, and I drive with my leg going forward, as any like football stance or anything like that. So if anybody that does football, you understand on flipping tires is you lift with your legs, you push, and then you drive with one leg. I look pretty weak on it, but just because it is on a like stand, like a fixtured stand or whatever this thing would be called, so there's not a lot of room for me to do all that big movement of it. So but it gives me enough to drive my foot up and to push forward a little bit. Again, watching back these videos, it doesn't look like I'm doing much, and it doesn't really bring any justice to what I'm doing, but I promise you, in the heat of the moment, it feels good, it feels right, it feels like I'm not doing anything wrong. When you're doing something wrong, you feel stupid or you feel like something is wrong, but in this case, this is just how I do things. I do it for quite some time, so this is just what I would do for my end of the workout. Again, focus on my lower back, keep the abs tight, lift with the legs, and then push going forward with the leading leg, and then drive. That's pretty much all of the motions that I'm really thinking about right now, is just making sure that my lower back is safe. Now, I was going about this for a while. I was probably doing it for maybe like 10-20 minutes. Again, not doing it for high performance or anything. I'm just really trying to focus on the motion of it and the technique, I guess. But I'm not gonna show the whole video just because it is longer. I didn't realize how long I was doing this for, but that's pretty much it. That was what my workout consisted of for this day. I ended up doing abs right after this. I just didn't record it because there was a lot of people already coming into the gym, and at that point I just started feeling uncomfortable. I'm not the type of person to shove a camera in people's faces, which I don't. I just don't like having a camera out and then having eyes looking at me. That's why this is just more of an experiment, just to see how it goes. Probably end up coming to the gym earlier just so that I can have an emptier gym. If not, I'll probably end up coming later at night, but it's worse at night just because everybody's getting off of work, everybody going straight to the gym or whatever, but it's more packed at night. But that's pretty much it. I didn't record my ab sessions, just like I said. A lot of people came in, but this is what it is.
So workout is done, sore as hell. Again, like I said this morning, there's really not much to do. Yesterday morning, I should have recorded it, but I don't know, I feel like it was gonna be a pointless video, so I didn't. But yesterday I put in some applications in, like I was ranting on earlier today about how these jobs, these welding fabrication jobs are hard to land, just because they're always looking for this 5 to 10 year experience and stuff like that. So yesterday I put in some applications in, been putting applications in on Indeed, I know sometimes on Indeed it's not a guarantee. A lot of people say don't apply on Indeed, but you know, I gotta put something out there. So I put all applications everywhere, online, Indeed, in person, whatever I have to do. I just gotta have a steady income right now, because clearly my little side business isn't doing much right now. But at the very moment, that's still my goal, is to try to do this on my own, try to do my own little thing. But I gotta think realistically. I don't know what I was ranting on before, that I'm gonna go ahead and start my company, well, without any type of consistent income coming in. So I had a little reality check, and now I look dumb. Oh, and then I also wanted to, you know, show you guys. I got them, but you know, it's pretty simple. Has my name on it, my last name, and then, you know, the simplicity of it: mobile welding and repair. And then in the back it just says welding, repair, fabrication, and more. So that's all basically what I'm providing at the moment. Every now and then I'll stop by and I'll see like a trailer or something, and I'll go ahead and I'm so dedicated that I even brought my own Scotch tape, and I'll basically go to like I don't know, a business somewhere that looks like it needs some repair or welding repair. Trailers, gates, businesses, hand railings, or anything like that. I'll either go to the business and I'll go ahead and present my business cards to them, and then I'll basically say like, hey, you know, if you guys need any type of repair or any type of you know, work done, I can go ahead and get that done for you for a good price. The way I'm doing it, and the way I've been observing on other businesses, is I have to charge by the material, and I have to charge by my time. I'm one of those guys that like to be very generous, and it's dangerous for me, and they could probably not make me any serious money. But by generous, I mean like, you know, I'll only charge them for the material and not for my time. I'm gonna charge for material, and based off of the material I'm buying for whatever I'm gonna end up fixing or replenishing or anything like that. And then at the end of it, my end goal is to try to just fix trailers in general. And who motivated me was his name is All Red Trailer Service. It started off with like reels on Facebook. I started watching his videos, and it kind of just gave me the idea, like, maybe I could do that. Maybe I can do that here, and, you know, provide that type of service where I live at. I don't know where exactly he's based off of, but he gave me the idea, and I messaged him. I asked him like what does it take, and he seems like such a cool dude. I think he's in all social platforms. He's on Facebook, Instagram. I think he's on Twitter. I'm not sure if he's on Twitter, but yeah, he's on Facebook and he's on Instagram. He posts a lot of videos on his whole like the work that he does and provides. It's very, very interesting, and it's something that I can get really, you know, into, just because I'm sort of familiar with the trailers. But what he does specifically is kind of intriguing to me, just because. Oh, someone's getting stopped. Northtown don't play out here. So All Red Trailer Services, he's the one that really motivated me and gave me the inspiration on wanting to do this whole business thing on my own. I mean, I always wanted to have my own little welding business, mobile welding business, but what really gave me the you know, like, hey, let's do this now, is watching his videos, and that gave me the idea. And watching his videos basically just gave me the idea of wanting to work on service trailers. And basically what he does is he does a whole bunch of things to the trailers, from switching out the hubs of the wheels, putting new axles, new springs, to new lights, new wirings. Like the guy does it all, and that's something that I can for sure get behind. I do not have not 1 ounce of experience in mechanic work. It seems like that's kind of like a mechanic type of background, but I mean, hey man, you know, I'm willing to learn. I don't know how I'm gonna get that experience, but I was thinking of buying myself a cheap nice little cheap trailer myself and just fixing it, and then obviously to make my money back, fix it, and then resell it, you know, good, and making sure that the trailer works, and you know, go based off of that. And then if I need to do that just to get more experience, then I'll do so. Like, it's, you know, it seems like fun. It seems like he makes a lot of good income doing that. And like I was saying, I basically messaged him and I asked him like, hey, because I don't know, I felt like if I had started doing that here and I started doing that same content as him, I felt like he was probably gonna see, you know, probably see that and be like, oh, he's stealing my content, or he's doing what I'm doing and he's not giving me credit or whatever. But you know, I'm a nobody. I'm a small content creator that is trying to get out there. But I basically I contacted him and I let him know like, hey man, or I asked him like, what does it take? What do you do? And he basically, you know, he didn't really say much. He kind of just gave me a file, a PDF file of exactly what he does, how from what he does to how much he charges and how he gets paid, which is very helpful. And yeah, he's all like, go ahead. I basically told him like, hey, like, I want to do what you're doing, but I want to do it here where I'm at, you know, providing the same service you're doing, but here. Like, I'm not saying like, oh, I want to work for you in the same company you're doing, to, you know, but more like, hey, like, I want to make the same content as you. Is it okay if I can go ahead and kind of steal your idea and, you know, make content out of it? And he pretty much said like, yeah, go for it, go ahead and steal. He pretty much said steal it. So yeah, that's pretty much what I'm gonna try to do. I'm not it sounds bad when I say it like that, stealing, but you know, I'm kind of taking his idea, but I'm giving him his credit. The guy makes great content. I wish I can get more in contact with him, just to, you know, have more of a better idea than his the PDF file that he gave me. That's pretty much it. That's what I want to do. Go from there, do little side jobs here and there, get used to work, you know, doing things like that, and then at the same time passing out my business cards, just to see if anybody wants to, you know, just in case anybody needs my services for any type of thing. I mean, it doesn't necessarily have to be trailers. It could be, you know, fixing a fence, fabricating a fence for somebody, or just, you know, something small, something that I can really provide my services for. So, well, I mean, I guess that's pretty much it. I still have a full day ahead of me, but I mean, I'm not gonna record as much. So until I can come up with some better content, I'll start doing longer vlogs and post on YouTube. And but until then, I'm only gonna do mini vlogs, post them on YouTube, and then obviously post some videos on TikTok as well. I gotta edit those. I just want to keep it short and simple on TikTok, and I'll try to, you know, start having more ideas to make content, so I can make longer vlogs and post them on YouTube. But as far as that, like right now, I'm just I'm just gonna go based off of the mini vlogs and see where it takes me from there. So again, if anybody has any other ideas on what I should do as far as networking and putting a name out there, now that I got these business cards out, anybody got an idea on how to approach? I mean, I think what I said was pretty, convenient. Just approaching people, giving the business card out, and just letting them know that my services can be provided. I don't know. We'll see. But as far as that, I don't think I have anything else to do today. I mean, if I do, I'll record it and I'll put it in the next one. But as far as that, I think I'm done for today. So that's it. That's been my day. I'll try to come up with some more ideas. Like I was talking about earlier, it's hard coming up with content, especially when you're somebody that doesn't do much other than just chill out, stay at home. I mean, I can come up with a bunch of crazy ideas, but I mean, I'd rather keep it more organic. I would rather, just show you the daily life of what I do. I mean, I'm not extravagant. I don't go to fancy restaurants or to fancy places or anywhere that seem like it's worth me recording. I mean, I don't know. I'm new to all of this, so I don't know what is acceptable or not acceptable for me to be recording or not. We'll see how I do it. But as far as that, I think I'm only gonna be sticking with the mini vlogs and posting, just what I do on a daily basis. Of course, the whole point of it was to basically show you guys my growth in, finding a job and the growth of my small business, from working with a company to having my own business. And I basically just want to take you on that journey. But, of course, it takes time. It's just not going to happen like right away it's going to take some time to get there. And so that's pretty much what I'm going to do. I'm just going to continue doing these mini vlogs and just show you guys my progressiveness of it. But again, I just don't want you to expect that, I hate having the expectancy of being like all these other content creators where they go out, they do food vlogs, they do reviews. As far as that, I'll keep you guys updated on how it goes with my business cards and stuff like that. I'll show you guys the rundown on how I do things next time. I need to get me some Meta glasses. I think that would be a better choice of recording, hands-free for sure, and then I can show you guys like a POV of things, of how I do things, and then it would work probably best in the future when I'm working or something, other than having like a camera on my like around. And I don't know, I feel like having a tripod and a phone out makes people feel uncomfortable. I don't know, in today's society, a lot of people just act weird and they always want to have some sort of confrontation, which is stupid. But having those Meta glasses probably would help in the future for sure. And maybe a mic that would help significantly. So we'll see. Little by little, we'll get through it. I'm excited though. I got the business cards. I know that things are just rolling, so we'll go from there. We'll see how it goes. I'll catch you guys in the next one for sure. Lates.